Entering settings screen, you have 28 options. Menu narration option is set to auto selected.
Venues in the National Football League. You get a look there at GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Today it's a Week 14 matchup, which should be a good one, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Kansas City Chiefs.
Hello again, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And Charles, we look at this Chiefs ball club. They come in riding high, just one loss in their last 7 games.
It's a very focused team, very disciplined. They've kept the penalties to a minimum, and they're winning football games.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Jaguars.
On the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys ready to feed off the energy in this building as they try to win one in front of the home crowd.
It's late in the year. We all know it. We've seen the calendar for these guys. Their bodies could probably use a break, but they have to push on.
And they're really not as worried about that as maybe we think. They know they've got the entire offseason to rest. All they care about is the game in front of them and finishing strong.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 34-yard line.
Now a handoff to Bigsby.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Geno down to throw. And he's taken down. Chiefs sack. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt.
Loss of 6 yards.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this will be taken at the 13.
Good work bringing that one back as it picks up about 16 on the return.
And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10.
The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes.
And simply put, for many, he's the gold standard for quarterbacks in today's NFL because of his ability to create, find the open man, use all the different arm angles that he has. He's a complete package, and boy, this team loves to play around him.
The numbers for him from a week ago, a boatload of catches, 89 yards.
And I'd certainly expect them to use him quite a bit because he runs excellent routes, has good hands, and knows how to get open.
Now 2nd and 3.
Now here's Mahomes.
That's caught. It's Xavier Worthy. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Coming into the week, he's the NFL's leader in receiving yards. There's his first catch, and it's good for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On the ground, it's the rookie from Alabama.
Solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
Mahomes now to throw.
Short throw, going to be caught by Waller.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 24-yard line. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Here's Mahomes to throw.
A quick throw there is incomplete. The Chiefs at 8-4 now on the year. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Gets this to Waller on the crossing route.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 23 yards, the final tally.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's in. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great play there.
Hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And it's now a 7-0 game. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called, and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop.
Here's a give to Bigsby.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Here's 3rd and 3.
Back to throw, Smith.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Arrowhead, it's the Chiefs in possession, as they'll start with a 1st and 10 at their own 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they at one mind that, hey, what worked last time? Let's keep doing it until they stop us. Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. And they just did not get the snap away in time.
Delay of game, offense.
So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hit 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark it down at the 39. Nice Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
To throw, it's Mahomes.
Now he's going to step up and run.
Now he's going to let it go deep left side.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. 2nd and 10.
Yellow. Let's go, little lady.
And again, it's Mahomes.
Well, throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have the Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46.
That's into the hands of Worthy.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. They also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws the quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. It takes 2 to tango.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
And they'll run with ETN.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs.
And Xavier Worthy
With touchdown number 23 here on the year.
And the Chiefs have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. And that touchdown reception, number 23 for him on the year, it's going to tie him with Randy Moss for the most touchdown catches in a single season.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go.
Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive.
Here's Smith. And the Chiefs are going to get him.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now it's Smith.
That's to the Notre Dame man, Michael Mayer.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Now Gino. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
Here's Logan Cook now to punt this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. From the gun, it's Mahomes.
Got a man over the middle, Worthy.
So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll make it 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 49-yard line.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
So halftime straight ahead. Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the 3rd quarter.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Chiefs offense and Xavier Worthy set to take over once more. And he's been a tough guy to contain this year, and his numbers reflect that, as you can see right here.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought the first half, they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. They've done a good job on these receivers, pretty much held them in check. They're a little too close for comfort.
And you're always looking for a play to get you going, right? You're looking for someone to make one. But maybe this penalty, this pass interference call, that can help shake them loose.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw.
He'll get this out to the flat for ETN.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
This is part of why this guy's got multiple MVPs on the mantle. We're used to seeing him make the impossible throws, but here Mahomes knows he's got nothing, so wisely just gets rid of it.
Now it's Mahomes again.
Mahomes will do it himself.
He finds his man, complete. That's Chambers. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves to James.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Yo, 43! 43!
Now Mahomes.
He'll get this complete to Worthy.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Kansas City.
And Xavier Worthy
with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Chiefs take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try.
The Chiefs.
Mahomes will throw for it. That's caught. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Smith now to throw.
They'll set up a screen for Bigsby.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Smith keeps it on the sneak.
And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
They pick it up on 3rd and 1 on the quarterback sneak, and that's not easily done because there are extra bodies in there on the defensive side, and they're moving forward at the snap.
Yeah, I was certainly expecting a handoff, weren't you?
Yeah, I totally was. I thought they'd go with a back, maybe try and get a lead blocker in front. But as you talk about in different games, those guys with confidence in their offensive line, they just want to move forward and get it.
Got this complete to Jahan Dotson.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Jacksonville.
Going right back to Dotson.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 43-yard line.
Smith. Over the middle, complete. It's Patton. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down. A gain of 9 yards. And the Jaguars.
Here's Smith. He's got his guy. It's Patton over the middle. It'll be a gain of 5. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 28-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Again, Smith.
Short throw, that's hauled in by Mayer.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. The offense on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3. Throwing is Smith.
They'll try to pick it up himself.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Geno Smith with touchdown number 8 on the year.
And the Jaguars are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter.
And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through.
Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
Well, the home team's offense and their wide receiver getting set for this next possession. And he's had some kind of game. They made it a point to get him involved early, and it has paid giant rewards to this stage of the game.
The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need.
And the Jaguars are right back in this football game.
I think this one went away very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
After the interception, here's Smith. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, if you hold anything up, don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You can have the first one for the 2nd one to even matter.
It's a gain of 2. That's good for the Jaguars. First down. 2 yards.
In motion goes the tight end.
Jaguars.
Smith. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
A gain of 24 yards. That's another Jaguars first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Bigsby.
And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 20-yard line.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Geno now to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep a lot leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
And Smith able to move the chains before sliding down. He's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Back to throw, Smith. On the crossing route, complete. That's Hunter.
Here's 2nd down and 3.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
From the gun, Bigsby.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6.
The Arrowhead crowd in full roar. Here's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Throwing now is Gino.
He'll try to pick. And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Here we go. This is 4th down. They run for it with Bigsby.
And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
3rd down and 1. They'll run with ETN.
The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So now the Jags down by 2 touchdowns. 1:44 to go. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Smith's going to throw. The pass taken in by Mayer.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
It's a gain of 20.
Smith.
And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line.
Smith to throw. Now we'll tuck this and run.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired, while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest game we've seen on a scramble, but still, some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
And this is caught down for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes can prove risky. There it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though, now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. Second down.
I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
Here now, 3rd and a yard.
They'll try the left side. It's Chambers. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Chambers. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Now another timeout called for by the offense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Mahomes to throw.
That's complete. Left side to Worthy.
And they are able to stop it, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
A couple more minutes and maybe the outcome of this one, Charles, would have been different, but ultimately time runs out on the comeback, so it falls short, and they hold on to win this by just 1 possession.
Now, the